Well, just a bit of a whirlwind trip through Winnipeg, Colorado, and back into Winnipeg. So, what does it mean to be back in the organization that clearly wants you to be part of it?
Yeah, it's been a kind of a weird start to the season for me personally. Lots of traveling, lots of nights in a hotel. But I mean, it's good to be back. Staying in your own place, getting into a bit of a normal rhythm, so to speak, with practice, playing games, just being around people that are going to be the team you're belonging to, kind of, and not having to think that, okay, is something going to happen? Am I going to go back on waivers? Am I going to stay here? Am I going to go where? And all that. So it's just good to be part of the group right now.
You get a chance to go in and play for the Moose. You get the win on against Chicago. So, what did you see from the group? And even though, like I said, it's new to you, but what did you see from the team overall?
Yeah, work hard, hardworking group. I think, I think some character too. It shows that those guys they've been on for a road for a few days before those games when I joined them, and just grind out the win. Last game of that road trip. Not easy to do with all the travel. So a lot of character. I think hardworking team, bunch of young players, obviously, like normally in the American League. So obviously guys are hungry and wanting to learn more, and will develop and get even better. So it's just excited to watch.
A lot of Finns on this team as well. I mean, when you get back here, like Billy, Henry, do you have any connections with these guys previously? I know you would have played against the Moose a lot way back in Iowa, but sort of any connections with this team prior to joining them here in the summer?
Not really. No, all of those guys. I mean, obviously I met everybody at training camp. Hang out with them a little bit. But before that, everybody were like I didn't know them prior. I guess they're all a little younger than I am. So, but yeah, all good guys. Just same thing. Hardworking players. Hungry, wanting to get better. So.
How exciting is it for yourself, too, to have the organizations both located in the same city? I mean, really a hallway across from each other. So, whether the Jets need you don't, like you said, need to vacate anything or go too far away.
It's good. I think it's a great setup here. If you think about that, not having to travel between two cities or even two countries that some teams have. So it's definitely good. Not just for the player, but for the families as well. I think even more important because they're the ones that stay back during when we're gone on the road or whatnot. So it's definitely a nice thing to have.
In terms of like forming a relationship with your goaltending partner, I mean, I would imagine, like you said, you met Thomas probably at training camp, but how long does it take from a goalie's perspective to kind of get used to each other and start to kind of develop a working relationship?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you every day you at practice during games you get to know your partner better, and I think at camp we met at camp, and right away I feel like he's a good guy, good young guy, hungry, wanting to get better. I remember when I was younger, it was nice to have an older veteran goalie in the American League with me, Andrew Hammond, and just watch kind of how he does things, and in general just looking up to players that have played a lot of games. It just helps to have that kind of I don't know, those players. You just watch those players, what they do, and but also vice versa for me. I think it's great to see like these younger guys with all the excitement they have and the energy and everything. And yeah, it's been working well. He's like I said, he's a great guy to be around with. So just excited to work with him.